Well, good evening, human creatures. It's been a while. Hopefully we can start wrapping up this Romhack. I'm starting to really kind of shine on this one. I kind of had my reserves for it, but now that I'm seeing how it's kind of playing out, I'm kind of all but falling in love with it to a certain degree. Let's do a few minor touch-ups here. That song is from Crystal Caves, called, I think, Go Milo Go, or Go Milo. You cannot go wrong with that soundtrack. Let me change this around. Forgot to do it. There we are. That way if I bite the dust I can upgrade it. And that is Kira Sedgwick in The Possession 2012. I rewatched that about 4 nights ago and I forgot how much I love and hate that film. It is such a unique beast. Let's go ahead and get this off of there. You gotta love the 2010s. Like, it was such a unique time for horror that nobody knew what the fuck they were really doing. I don't think anybody did. They can lie, they can cheat, they can claim. Nobody knew. No matter how bad they wanted to, they knew. Or didn't know. Let's put it that way. Yeah, it's Don't Give Up Milo. I had to check the title for that song. But enough about that, let's get back to it. The Possession is kind of one of those little wonky horror flicks that kind of combines a divorced parent drama with supernatural shenanigans and a cursed Jewish artifacts. Or artifact in our case. Nah, just head there. Get our asses on down to him. I'm doing a lot of running. I did do some grinding for money and spells, but I don't think it'll make much of a difference. I've always said that The Possession reminds me of the most Christian Jewish film you're going to find outside of Passion of the Christ. As in, it actually involves another religion, supernatural, in their little thing. But at the same time... There it is. Oh man, I'll learn to do it right one of these days. At the same time, it has the most Christian ending to a certain degree. I do like it, but it's not too bad. When Sam Raimi serves as the producer, you expect some level of fun, but when we get a mix of creepy child antics, jump scares, and a Dybbuk box, yes, the Dybbuk box from the actual story, so to speak. Now, that film may have been made in about... made for multiplexes, more or less. Like, it is popcorn, teenage popcorn fun, if there ever fucking was it. But it's no really deeper than that. Like, this is not a movie you're gonna go, like... If you have nostalgia for The Possession, you need to get your goddamn head checked in. Because it is not the film for that. Sad to say. But the scares, it aims to tickle your spine, something to a lukewarm result for me, at least. The film depicts, or is directed by... What was his name? Bornadell, who kind of gives a glossy sheen and a kind of competent pacing, but the acting, Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Clyde, is kind of funny to see. He's in it and not in it at the same time. Very much aloof with his character. You'd believe genuinely that he's worried about his daughter becoming the host of an evil spirit, while Kira Sedgwick as the ex-wife there is mostly... That's a good way to put it. Drama. Just there for drama near the middle and the beginning, or beginning and middle, and you really kind of see her develop later on, so to speak. Natasha Callis as M. She really does nail the possessed child role really fucking well. Especially in her facial expressions. Like, I always pay attention to any horror film when it comes to the character being evil. I always kind of try to read their facial expressions, and that kind of can sell me on it. Not always, but sometimes too much or a lack thereof can really go a long way with that. Get a swig here. Oh my god. Ah, god damn it, get off the wall. Fuck you, poison. Ah, almost got out of here. But she does, really does nail the possessed child with enough eerie facial expressions to make you double check your locks at the big box free jewelry cabinet. But also allows the movie trends to kind of fall into familiar territory. This is what I was talking about, being a Jewish film with a Christian ending, or kind of themes is how it plays out. It's got creepy bugs, a few Exorcist-esque nods, and the climax that throws logic right out the window for a CGI. Goddamn, a lot of CGI heavy work goes into this film, and I don't think it should have been. It should have stuck with good old-fashioned practical effects, or something kind of in between, like you would later see implemented in Prey, and not the really bad 80s flick, the one with the Predator. Let's get out of here. But it's still entertaining enough in its own right, like Horror Buffet, where you go to grab a little bit of everything, and that's kind of what sums up this movie. What am I doing? I've already been down here. Nothing. Old habits, folks, old habits. Or as Robert Douglas would say, live TV. Go check him out on both Twitch, YouTube. Like, follow, and subscribe. Starting to understand what he means by that. Now, like your typical film, let's get rid of that. There we go, hit the right person. Now, like in your typical script or film, you kind of have 3 acts. And this movie does not really trend any different than the others. First act is Clyde and his daughter settle into a post-divorce life and discovers a box at a garage sale, and her obsession with it grows. Strange occurrences escalate, causing tension between Clyde and Kira Sedgwick, aka the ex-wife. Try that again. There we are. Actually got out of there. I'm so glad I didn't need the Mystic Key because I forgot to check last time. Oh, we got a deep eye. The second act is the Dybbuk box influences worsens. M becomes completely violent and withdrawn. Clyde investigates the box's origins. I think 2 off-screen kills, which is fucking weak sauce on me. If you're gonna have a horror film based around a starving ghost, because that's what the Dybbuk basically is, then let's start seeing some people die like Thinner. I want to see that shit go on. Oh, how are you doing today? Hey, 1-2. I was just kind of talking into the void about the possession. Have you seen that movie yet? Sorry about that. I seem to go off on little tirades. How's your day or night coming about? Alright, let's top off the tank here. Now usually Kraken, I don't know where the hell that came from. Kraken is one of those characters that kind of, he's a wake-up call for the later half of how difficult it is, because I take him more serious than I do Tiamat or the other fiends. Excuse me, coffee almost went down the wrong hole. Ah, what happened? Which one are you playing, if you don't mind me asking? But he is a serious threat, because I think he can hit twice, and he hits pretty damn powerful, but let's crack open this seal. The fiend ball shatter, evaporating all the water. Ho ho ho. How foolhardy to dare challenging me, Kraken, fiend of the water. Let's do it. Somehow it looks like his color, it feels like his color's either changed or it might be me, because I could have swore it's not that green, it's more of a blue. I did buy a new spell, so let's put it to use. Holy his ass, because I don't want an extended fight down here, and Flare. I'm a Dark Souls fanboy. I've been told that I would like Dark Souls if I didn't play Dark Souls. Like, I would like the concept, but not the games, which I think is kind of true. Like, the Final Fantasy Strangers in Paradise, I adored and love. I'd like to see a sequel. My brother got me playing, alright, yeah, it went on actually a little bit further than what I thought. Try that again. And, I probably would like it in other games, but as it stands right now, as in Dark Souls, the original trilogy, I'm kind of hit or miss. Like, I remember beating 1 and 2. I remember beating some of 3, but I don't, or I should say I beat 3. I just don't remember the fucking plots to any of them. nothing was really worth remembering to me. It was almost like when I tune out to play Mario. Of course, this experience is different from everybody else. Alright, let me change that. So where are you at in the Dark Souls trilogy, if you don't mind me asking? We're changing that from the ball of fire to the ball of water. You can barely tell, but yeah, I am changing them. Step off into the unknown here and get our asses on down to the other one. Oh, let me check something here. Yeah, let's go get that key. Because without it, I can't enter that waterfall. Let's get away from this guy. And if so, 1-2, I gotta ask, what is your favorite aspect of Dark Souls and which one? For the most part, I kind of enjoyed 2 from what I remember. I remember liking the locations and how the monsters were set up. Number 3... What am I doing? Number 3 was eh. And number 1, I liked some of the more outdoor sections of it. But it took a while to get used to. What the hell? Where's my airship? Oh, yeah. I went to check Underhill. Sorry about that. Let's go get that gel tonic. And here we are. Wait, when my Final Fantasy Hardcore Romhack gets complete, do you want to play it? Yeah, I'll play it. I got no problem playing it, man. Send it on down my way. Tell me how to patch it in, and I'll give it a spin. Ah, where did you get this Jolt tonic? Perhaps it'll release from Prince, the Prince from Atos's curse. Ah, look, he's waking. For so long I have been plagued by nightmares. Do they yet continue? The Light Warriors? Oh, this is not a dream. Then I shall give you the mystic key entrusted to me. Thanks, man. Word to your mother. My brother used to repeat that so many times. It's got into my fucking head. Oh, the things you pick up from siblings. He used to correct me on shit, too. Now I just kind of say, I guess I'm starting to become a goddamn little word chameleon, so to speak. I'm picking up other people's habits of talking, their cadences. Alright. Oh god, I'm gonna forget this. That's the weird thing about that prince. Like, he's cursed to sleep, but it's not really curse. Like, it's kind of an interesting fan theory about him, how he's not really asleep, he's projecting. How he's the actual prince, or he's the actual Atos. So it's kind of an interesting thing there. See if we can book it on here. Oh, the hell, they're running from me now. About goddamn time. Let me get settled back, because even with this stuff, I still think it's going to be a brutal fucking fight there and back. And I am not looking forward to this shit show. Oh, and I'll talk about, probably just me going on. Sorry about that. Here we are. So what ROM hacking tools are you using, 1-2? I'm kind of curious. Are you using like FF Hackster? That's usually what I would use when I got to figure out certain things in ROMs, when I used to dissect them. You can thank Final Fantasy the 7th King for that little trip. Where's my house? Throw down a save. And run. Especially from... Fuck. Exactly who I don't want to see this side of the Mississippi. Here we go. So far, just a poison. There we are. Oh man, I am not looking forward to this section. Hopefully the defender's in there. I do like the little touch-up on what they did with the Magus down there, his little shoulder pads. It's pretty fucking bitchin'. So far, my favorite sprite is him and the monk, or the master. Alright, off to the races we go. Okay, we'll just fight him, kind of reset the encounter clock here. God, I wish I had stronger coffee right about now. Oh, I gotta see if I got that weapon equipped. Fuck me. There we are. 33. I thought everybody was at 34. Oh, they will be soon enough. Alright, Sunburst Smash. I still can't equip those, huh? Alright, that's not too bad. I'd like to have seen who the hero sword... I wonder if it goes to the Marauder, aka the Thief. In your opinion, what is the most cheater and hard to defeat? Oh, without including Romhack, if I had to really put one that's a cheater and hard to defeat... If I had to put money on it, early on, zombies... Oh, hey Xanto, how are you doing? Good morning or good night, one of the two. But how are you? If I had to put money on it, beginning with the, oh, what are they called? Zombies, Inspectors, and Geist from, the beginning of it. Like, they have some downright cheating shit. Oh, thank you, 1-2. If I had to put it on another one, it would be... Kraken, because he can whip out some nasty shit on you. Like, if you don't mind your P's and Q's, he'll park it right in your ass. Oh, have a good night. Or have a good night, one of the two. How are you doing? We're talking about cheating enemies and hard to defeat in FF1. Believe it or not, Chaos is usually kind of the easiest. It's to fight up to him that's the most annoying. Another one is probably the dragons. Like, they can really screw you over if you don't come prepared or don't know what you're getting into, and a lot of it comes down to RNG. Another one that's a real dirty bastard is the, what is his name? God, I can't think of the damn thing. What is his name? He's the Eye, but he's in the Temple of Fiends. When I was doing a low-level challenge, he pretty much fucked me over. Oh, in the vanilla, Xanto. We're talking about enemies that can screw you over in the vanilla. If I do a low-level run and you get to the Guardian, I think it's either Eye or something else, but he looks just like it from the Ice Temple. And there's another place that's bound to screw you over. He can get up some nasty tricks if you don't have enough power to really finish him off fast. Have I ever played? I played FNAF 1 back when it came out. Then my brother's girlfriend, she's obsessed with it. And I played a little bit of FNAF, I think either 2 or 3 with her, I don't remember, but that's about it. I'm not a big horror game fan. Outside of like The Quarry or something like that, I just tend not to do horror games. Oh. That wouldn't be totally true. I do like some old-fashioned DOS ones. Yeah. No, yeah, the Winter Wolves. Yeah, no, that's another good one right there. They really know how to stick it in your ass. So do the Cerberuses and the Fire Temple with their heat attack. Good eye right there, Xanto, because I forgot all about them. I used to grind on them on the points of power. Alright, here we go. Let's see what's in here. I wonder what the optional battle is going to be. A lot of mummies here. Is it me or does a mummy look like he's wearing shades? Like he's just chilling out smoking a cigarette or something down there. But AoE and old school FF, man, it is a brutal, brutal thing to behold. Because oftentimes it can't be stopped and it just takes advantage of you. It's been a long time since I played the NES version of FF1. I'm thinking about redoing one of my brother's playthroughs of it on the on YouTube. Like, he was doing about halfway through it, then he just left the channel. And I'm seriously thinking about and getting rid of all of his horror narration ones and redoing them all with proper editing this time. Try to clean them up. It's probably been a while since I played Vanilla or Final Fantasy 1. Let's do some touch-ups here. Especially you guys back there. I never seen such slow growth for a black mage. Fuck. Please be the cube. Okay, I can run from this. I am thinking about... I do have a retro achievement where I gotta beat Final Fantasy 1 with no clash change and then opening no chests. And I was wondering about doing that. I finished up... I already did it once a few years ago, and they added new achievements, and I thought about tagging that. So you guys... I have one person who requested Final Fantasy VII's New Threat mod. Fuck. Alright, there's one up above. Let's go see. Can I equip you? Do I finally have something better? Yes. I finally have something better than that golden axe. No silver axe. Hack would be proud. So how's Dragon Warrior 3 coming along? My brother accidentally deleted my file, so I'm right back at the pyramid. The Reaper of the Rift is kicking my ass. I'm trying to do it a little bit low level to kind of get out of there. I might turn that into a challenge run one of these days when I get more familiar with how that operates. Wow, that sucks. It happens. I don't blame him. He was trying to play it on keyboard and hit the wrong key, and I'm not angry at him because as far as I'm concerned, that just means more Dragon Warrior 3 in my life. So I ain't gonna yell at him too much. Shit happens. What are you gonna do? I haven't played it since that stream. I haven't played it due to this week between work and other projects. Oh, I feel you there. Here in about 2 days, I gotta return to work after my little vacation. I am not looking forward to it. Every time I go to leave work and I come back, it's like either somebody's died or somebody's about to die or shit's hit the fan sideways. So it really just kind of depends on how it goes. No, it must be on the other side. Glad I can finally take down those goddamn golems. But this time I'm not gonna fuck around, I'll just run from you. Come on. This is why I almost always keep this party arrangement, but I either go for a boss killer with the monk or I go with a thief, or in my case a marauder. That way I can run from battles quicker. They get good and decent hit, and later on the black magic, it really doesn't help at that point. But it is good to have around if anything's pestering you and you can't really physically beat through it. Oh, that's good to hear. I haven't got the Portoga yet, so I'm wondering how fast that's going to play out. Like right now, I'm still just grinding up. When I got to to give you a hint, when I got to the pyramid, I was at a level 10. Oh, you're right outside here? Damn it. This warp cube, take it. Use it to transport to the floating castle, please. Right, who's at the door? Nobody of consequence. Who's in my party? I have, right now, I went back with what I had. I have a hero, merchant, sorry, not pilgrim, cleric, and wizard. Luminous. There's that bandana again. Oh, I have an opal helmet? Now you can equip that. Oh, hell yeah. But that's who's in my party right now. Highest one right now is the merchant. I think at level 20, everybody else right now, or not level 20, it was when I died. Right now, she's at level, I think 17, and everybody else is around 10 and 12. I'm still grinding on that. I haven't used any of the classes. I don't normally use that game. You're falling into the same boat I did, because I wanted kind of to avoid really hard-hitting classes like the soldier or the martial artist, but I have stuck with the wizard and priest just to get them out of the way. The reason why I picked them is it takes so long to reach their maximum spells that by the time I want to do a class change, I don't got to worry too much about it. Stealing, I know, I can't wait to try the thief and beastmaster. That's why I'm kind of seeing how they're going to work. I'm going to be kicking myself in the ass if you can steal special items from bosses. That's usually how it goes, though. Alright, let's see. 30, 42. Hey, hold on. Yep. Let's go with the other one. Less accurate, or more accurate. Yeah, oh my god, man. I never thought I would see this many seeds in one game. Like, I used to think that the Game Boy Color was very generous with seeds, and this is putting it to shame. Me, I'm hoarding them right now for my final class change. That's usually what I do. Like, but at this point, with the way it's going, I might as well just start using them. Try to get a higher boost base stat, which I'm kind of looking forward to. Alright, I can fight you now. Focus him down. Still hits like a Mack truck. But so do I, motherfucker. They don't? I was wondering. I haven't used them, so I figure they act like they usually do. About 1 to 5. So usually I just save them for when I'm about to storm. I wonder if... Oh, do you know if there's any bonus dungeons in this one? Or a new bonus dungeon? Oh, come on, Rank. We'll get up and hit him. Ain't gonna matter. Because I'm kind of curious if there's gonna be that one with the Grand Dragon, or if they added that ice cape from the GBA version, GBC. I've been avoiding them like a plague, so I don't want to. I wouldn't say I don't want it spoiled. Let me see if this will actually work. Yeah, it does. I don't want to kind of spoil it, so I've been avoiding anybody streaming it, except for you. You're probably the only one, or really the first one I watched who didn't spoil it. Let's get rid of these guys. Okay, 34 is a good hit on a base monster. So have you figured out what kind of class change you're going for, or are you just going to kind of power it through until they're complete and then do it? I've been avoiding everybody. I do not want to know. Like, I'm actually... Usually I don't really give a shit. Like, it's never stopped... If people spoil something for me, it's never going to stop me experiencing it for myself. The only time I've ever been like this, believe it or not, is probably for Final Fantasy Remake, where I waited. And same goes with the other ones right now. What am I doing here? Let's get going. I'm too deep in the conversation. If you were hypothetically go to the US, if you live on the US, ignore this part, then you see pizzeria called Freddy Fazbear Pizza, and you're in the floor and you see an old broken animatronic. There's nobody else in that pizzeria. It's 11:50. What should you do? I'd be getting the fuck out of there. And you need to talk to my mod. Oh yeah, I forgot to do this. Sorry, everybody. See if I can still do this. It's been a very long time. There you are. No, I'd be getting the fuck out of there. Like, she runs scenarios, and she actually, one too, if you want to know something funny, is she tried setting up a Freddy Fazbear, I think it was with one of her friends, a kind of like D&D campaign on it. Oh, you're welcome. No problem. Alright, let's get our asses over here. But, no, I'd be getting out of there, because usually I don't go to pizzerias, but I really don't trust one with broken animatronics. That'd dispel the end for you. What would you do? I gotta ask you. Oh god damn, I gotta go visit an inn. Let me go do that. Thank god Guy is just up north. Nope. There we are. Bad touch. Good touch. $30 gold. I love how it's so expensive everywhere else, but when you get here, it's cheap. And there's a little babushka lady. So what's on your plan after you beat Dragon Warrior, if you have any? Sorry, Dragon Quest. Everybody gives me weird looks for that. Get out of the Bulette. God, I hate those things. And here we go. Oh yeah, I gotta fight Romhack Jr. up here. I also gotta ask you guys, you see anything good lately? A tip, in FF1, don't go to the desert if you're not an expert player. A lot of people make that mistake. They try grinding there, and I see them get massacred by Bulettes and Rexes. And, like, I've always told people, first place you want to grind is usually right above Cordelia Castle. Second one, if you're feeling more adventurous, is a Point of Power. After that one, you want to head over to the Giant's Hall, or Giant's Tunnel over in the Earth Cavern. That's an excellent place to grind. Second one, if you're wanting to get a little bit further, is the Eye in the Ice Cavern. And after that one, you can go grind up on the zombie dragons. They drop about 1,000, yeah, about roughly 1,000 XP each fight. If you get 2, that is. And if you have the right equipment, you can deal with them fast. Other than that, that's usually where you typically want to grind before you go see Garland. And Garland's like your typical FF boss. It's not him, it's not his fights that's the hardest. It's getting to his monkey ass. Everything in between's hard. With probably the crack worms, or what is it? Not crack worms. They got a name for them. I forgot to buy potions. I'm in danger. Get you amped up, because I'm more worried about you guys back here. Here we go. See if I can focus him down. That's the damage I want to see. Holy hell. Oh yeah. Hits like, or attacks like Romhack. Hits slightly less like Romhack. I'm gonna try to focus him down and save my spells. I don't know what's coming up in this place. It's a real breather from the gas dragon. There's another one people grind up on. I forgot to mention the gas dragon in vanilla. Why can't you hit harder than that? You're a fucking knight. I don't get it. My brother had a Romhack where he went off on a tangent. I think it's called -1, where even in the final parts of the game, the Dark, what is it, Dark Knight or Dark, something like that, Mage Knight, was still hitting at around maybe 30 to 40 on damn near every enemy. Now, defense in its own right, at least in vanilla, is a very powerful weapon. So it should be at least fucking hitting above 70. It's probably better off with just going with a what do you call it, a marauder or something else. Because I'm starting to see the fault in our stars here. Let's go with the Bolt 3, because I'm not going to be using that on Tiamat. There we go. And here we go. There we go. We got Earth Medusas, which is not too bad. I don't know. I might go around looking in some of these chests. Wonder if Adamant's here so I can get an Excalibur. 9, that's not too bad. Oh goddamn, I hate manticores. So what are you guys doing this Friday night, I should ask? Or Friday day, if you're like me. Okay, that's still the other teleporter. Is money useful in this game? Or... yeah, no, it is, because there's a lot of things to buy. Most Final Fantasy ROM hacks that are not like, how do I say, more traditional ROM hacks like this, the second you get 2 or 3 more classes, you really kind of stretch what you're doing. And with this one, they took away some of the spells of the black and white mages and gave them to the my paladin up there, aka my weak hitter, and the monk. She now has techniques like focus and other things ripped right out of tactics. I doubt if you know what rap is, but when we come to life, there's no place to hide. I don't think I know that one. But money in this ROM hack is actually very useful because you have so much to buy, and there's a lot of price updates to it too. Here's some of the only spells I've found. No one else can equip them. These are her techniques, which is your basic Final Fantasy monk. I'm sorry, 1-2, I don't listen to rap. I'm actually a metalhead. But you're welcome to, back when I was playing it before I got copyrighted left and right, or struck, muted, you were more than welcome to play anything you wanted. I think that's light armor. Okay. Get rid of that nasty full plate. I didn't know they had any wrapping in FNAF 2. You gotta forgive me. I do like it when games games like this that have money actually make it a serious thing to get. I'm really big on that. Like, that's one thing I always hold against the Legend of Zelda series is you have to go get rupees, but at the end of the day, it's very cosmetic with what you do with the money. And just another angel ring. That probably does prevent instant death like Pro Ring. But like Link to the Past, other than buying potions, you really don't buy anything. Only game that really makes use of that is what is it, Link's Awakening, and even there it's kind of kind of mid. Same thing with Wind Waker, not Wind Waker, but Minish Cap. It's not really brought to full effect. I'll just reset on you. So when a game actually has it to where money kind of matters, it kind of makes grinding a kind of double standard than just getting stronger. I'm kind of a real big fan of that. But this one's not too bad for the ROM hacks I play for FF1. Oh, I got the house. Don't feel bad. Vanilla for me has been quite a while, about a year and a half now. Been watching so many randomizer streams and stuff that I really don't feel like playing. That's the one thing I'm iffy on watching people play randomizers, is they're fun to watch to a certain degree. Like, they do wear out their welcome quick unless you're like directly involved. Don't know if that... I got armor that's called Sage, and I can't equip it to a damn person. Unless... No, this probably goes to another class. Oh, my bad. Like, I don't mind Link to the Past randomizers or Ocarina of Time. That's probably about where I stop. But watching like Final Fantasy randomizers, they give me a fucking headache with everything going on at once. I played a few of them, and I honestly thought I'd going in liking it, and I got bored halfway through it. It just wasn't for me. Felt more like I was speedrunning than anything, so I kind of backed up off of it. Finally a ribbon, and I like that custom icon there. I'll give it to you up here. Does that equip my helmet? Nope. Looks like we got a full house on her. I don't remember if the ribbon adds anything. But other than that, like, I like the Final Fantasy. I love the Mega Man X3 randomizer. I play a lot of that. Doom's randomizers I do have a lot of fun with. But when it comes to RPG ones, unless it's like really profound, it just tends to give me a headache. Negative plus weapons and all that, and just it ain't, you know, it ain't mine, or ain't for me. Ain't my cup of tea. It's kind of sad too, is it really does have a good prospect. I did see where people are, what was it? Sympathy of the Night's getting a lot more randomizer attention from what I've been seeing. I don't mind people playing them, and I just like where they'd kind of add something else. Yep, still in the vanilla area. Oh, we finally ran our black flan. Almost forgot you. Make my way around the clock here. Give me some coffee here. You guys have any plans on playing any randomizers? I'm not gonna lie to you, Xanto, that Dragon Warrior 3 and Dragon Warrior 1 look really interesting to me, as they don't get up to the fuckery I see in Final Fantasy 1 with the negative and minus. And I do love the randomized maps that I'm starting to see. I'm really big on that. And I might try it in the future, but until now, I've done a few Link to the Past and Ocarina of Time ones. I'm probably going to keep it at that. Alright. How did I know you'd be here? Yeah, fuck you too. liveA 2 has a randomizer? That is a good fucking game. I still love all of its little, what would you call it? Let's put you down here. No, I'll keep you up here. I'd rather miss than risk you living. God, it's been a while since I played liveA 2. I gotta ask, does it do the whole gambit of the game, or does it stop anywhere? Because I know the Ancient Cave, I think it has its own randomized section too, from what I've been hearing. Oh, and how do you feel about the other liveAs on the Nintendo DS? I usually don't get to ask that to liveA fans. Not super elaborate, but randomized stuff like equipment, enemies. That I can respect. Like, stuff like that I like in a randomizer. I don't mind stats either. But when it gets to be like I see with FF1, it just makes me want to fucking eat my own Ginsu. Wait, guys, slow down. What did you mean by randomizers in this case? Oh, sorry, 1-2. We were talking about different randomizers, like, and how they affect, like... the randomizer for Final Fantasy 1 right here, it has a lot of plus and negative weapons and other stuff, and to me that feels tribe. so I don't usually do it. But like Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time, where it's more of a kind of skilled treasure hunt, it's funner, I believe, at least in my opinions. But then you have randomized maps and other randomizers like Dragon Warrior 1 and 3 that I've seen. I haven't seen 1 of 2, and I'm afraid to even fuck with 3 or 2. But where they've legitimately just randomized it, and I kind of like how that feels. I didn't know liveA. If you don't know, that's for the SNES. It's, I think, Rise of the Sinistrals. It's been a while since I've played it. Why did I go down there? And it really is a solid RPG, but it has a lot of typos and errors. But it kind of has that charm that you'd see in the first few Breath of the Wilds. Not Breath of the Wild, Breath of Fire. Wrong F. I tried my best and I stopped halfway through it. I did too. I did not like the controls. I didn't like how it was set up. It suffered from the same problem Yas did. It felt like a fan remake of something like it instead of an actual remake. Yas has gotten better the last few entries, especially with 9, I think came out. I haven't tried. They have gone full anime, which is what it is. Like, I've given up on fighting that. If you like RPGs or dungeon crawlers, you're just gonna have to suck it up and eat some anime. Nice little office chairs. An advanced civilization, and what did they become? Cubicle work, or cube workers. But that's how the randomizers kind of work one too. I can't think of a game that probably doesn't have a randomizer to it. Pokemon has one. Rankwill's dead and I'm lost in conversation. There we are. From this window, one can see the entire world. The 4 forces are flowing together into the in the center of the 4 temples of chaos, into the temple of chaos. One of these days, I'll learn to read out loud properly. You can look out over the world with this window. If I remember right, a lot of Nobuo Uematsu's work got rejected when he used to send in music to Sakaguchi. In fact, it drove him nuts. It wasn't until around Final Fantasy 6 and 7 that he just kind of trusted Nobuo to know what he was doing and started accepting his music more. But I would have loved to have seen some of the tracks I did, or not seen, heard some of the tracks that didn't make it through. That would have been an interesting little ditty to listen to. As long as you don't cash the other spell, we're good here. Got out before petrification became a thing. I guess it's just Sage. I was wondering if I was going to get a black shirt or a white shirt. Wonder if they're like the original one. I think black shirt cast Ice 2 and white shirt cast Evasion 2. Now here we'll find out. Arcane. Didn't get a chance to. What is your favorite Final Fantasy series? Final Fantasy boss, uppercase letters, because it's all epic. Oh, you're fine, man. As long as I can read you, you're good. You don't have to worry about even speaking English. I'm so used to people coming in here with broken English, and especially people in my family. You're all right. So don't fret none about it. Oh, that's a good one. Like, I do love Zeromus from 4. Chaos, he's not really given enough backstory other than what little thing you do, but I love, Kefka, or God Kefka in 6. He's my least favorite, Xanto. I know you're gonna hate me over that. I do like Sephiroth in 7, but... Oh, what's a good one? I'm not a big fan of 7. Like, I've pissed off half the FF community on board saying that. Like, 7, or not 7, but 6. Kefka is probably my least favorite boss. With that said, I love one of his boss fights is probably my favorite. Golbez is a pretty good boss, too. I do like the plot of that one, or, you know, Zeromus. What is the one from 5? What is his name? He's the tree. X-Death. He's pretty interesting in how he's handled. Like, I always viewed him as like a knockoff. What am I doing? Yeah, X-Death. He was a pretty decent one, but he felt basically like Golbez, you know, like watered down Golbez. I really did not like how that goes. For the other ones, I probably got to say, without a doubt, well, you got to factor in 12. I forgot it. The lost Final Fantasies. I don't think X-Death was so good, but because the game didn't die. That's what I'm saying about X-Death. I like his fight, like Kefka, but his backstory is fucking generic. Golbez, or X-Death, is basically just Golbez light, and Kefka to me is like, he represents more of the Dark Cloud from 3. If you want my honest opinion, like, I didn't really see them that too special. Oh, Solid, hopefully I pronounced your name right. Croquet, welcome. Who was it in 12? I think it was Vayne. Yeah, Vayne mixed with one of the Espers. It's been a while since I played 12. 10 you had Jet/you Yevon. Oh, thank you. The Emperor, yeah, that was a pretty, especially the Hell Emperor. Now, you got a good one right there, and he overdid the bosses in that one. What were they called? Beelzebub and a few others. Oh, thank you, 1-2. I did like him, like, when it comes to, like, OG Final Fantasy bosses for, like, or I shouldn't say OG, the old trilogy, I do have to give the Emperor more because he did start to have a better backstory. And if I'm going to be honest with Final Fantasy 3, they really didn't have a good villain backstory. They had a good story, but the villains kind of took second place. I would love to see a ROM... I think me and you discussed this before, Xanto. I would love to see a ROM hack that kind of dives into the unbalance, like the World of Darkness taking over and the Dark Warriors, more than I wanted to see with the Warriors of Light and the Cloud of Darkness. I would have loved to have seen that. That's why I think she ranks up as another generic boss with an insane fucking hard fight, kind of like Kefka. That's why I put those two together. Alright, everybody, let's see if I hit Romhack. Let me correct you, I kind of wish I hit Romhack now. Alright, Holy hits everything. Let's see, let's try Bolt, because I think Bolt hits everything. Here we go. But, when it comes to, like, Final Fantasy VII Sephiroth, I love the backstory on him. I like the, how Genova, I like how that works, I really do. I love the reincarnation and how it really kind of plays into it. It later got really weird with Advent Children about him turning the planet into a spaceship, but I'm gonna forgive that as movie logic. 13, I kind of like it. Like, I've often said that 13 would be good if they weren't connected to one another. With, like, if you forgot about 13, 1 and 2 and just went with Lightning Returns, you'd have a really solid plot there. I really did like those. But I think you got to view them on their own and not as a connected entity. 15, I never played. I got halfway through it and just got bored with it. But I played it back when it was first released and it was an empty game. I've been told that they've added a lot to it now, but I have really no drive to go back. And I own 16, but I haven't played it yet. I'm really kind of curious of what they do with Sephiroth and Genova in the remakes, but remains to be seen, as they say. But out of the list you gave me, I'd probably go with Without a doubt, I'd probably go with Sephiroth and Zeromus. Chaos is not given enough backstory to really do anything with. He was a big twist for his time, but they really don't explore him in any others. Even in, okay, thank God. Not even in Dissidia does he get a kind of a backstory that's really worth anything, other than the Chaos. He's still just a stepping stone villain, which kind of breaks my heart because I really do like his character design, how he plays. Fuck. Why did I forget you? I'm gonna get off this goddamn bridge. Shit. We're gonna be here for a while. A villain I kind of like is FF16. I haven't played it, to be honest with you. I really haven't. I got it. I think I played up to the Marlboro boss fight. Then I got too busy with work, and by the time I came back from work, Dragon Quest 3's remake dropped, and I'm more into that than I am 16. But I can't really judge 16 on its merit because I haven't played it. My favorite Final Fantasy game is 16. I really like FF 14. I've never played any of the online FFs, so that'd be a new thing to me. Bolt 3. 6, once again, not my favorite of the series. I actually like 5 better than 6. Leave a comment. This is going on YouTube, so you can leave a comment over there too as well. 9, people hate 9, and it's always for the weirdest reasons. Like, I know everybody wanted, what the hell is his name? I almost called him Kefka, but it's not. What the fuck is his name? Why is it slipping my mind? Oh, god damn it, I'm about to look it up. Kuja, thank you. Wrong K. They wanted the final fight to be between Zidane and Kuja, and I really do like Necron. I always kind of like him as a kind of final boss, because he kind of fits into how the crystals work, to where he's kind of feels like he was being drawn from by Kuja. Which, I do like Kuja as a boss as well, don't get me wrong. When it comes to 13, like I said, they should stand up on themselves and be separate entities with no real overlinking arch to them, and they'd be great games. 14, I haven't played. 11, no. 7 goes without saying. 8, I don't see 8 up there, which is another kind of interesting beast. I know I'm about to piss more people off, but I actually do like the junction system in 8. I think it needs to be refined heavily, especially the leveling up system, but 8's another solid entry. Entirely agree in terms of gameplay style. 4 was the best, but story and character things is what I really liked. I agree with you, 4 really had a good plot twist for its day. In fact, I'd like to really have seen more people expand upon 4 in Romhack. I don't really like Necron so much. It felt out of place. Maybe there was a backstory about him. That's why I kind of like him, Xanto, is he wasn't really given a backstory. It felt like he was just abruptly summoned by, like, when Kefka died, that kind of summoned him there. Where is it? Here it is. Let me start heal. Yeah, I'll heal up, because if I don't do it now, I'm probably going to run into Romhack. And this being a Romhack, it's going to be Romhack on roids. A little bit of that vitamin S. Didn't want to do that. There it is. When it comes to 4, I love how it handled its story and the characters in it. It really did feel more evolved than 1, 2, and 3. But when it comes to... what's a good way to put it? I think 4 only lacked... The only place I think 4 lacked, at least in my opinion, is probably locations. Like, I love the ending of 4 in the second half of that game, but the first half is just brutal and boring to me. Up until, like, the last part of the Mist Cave, then you really start to kind of kick up. But other than that, the second half of that game is where the true treasure lies in it. The thing, if Kuja said, oh, I'm going to summon Necron, then okay, I guess. That's the only connection I find. Like, there was his death shot out enough energy to summon him there. That's the only way I do. But Necron large is left out of that story. I agree with you there, Xanto. Xanto promised me one thing. Here in about 80 years, when they finally get around to remaking, what was it I was going for? Oh. What the hell am I doing? When they remake 9, hopefully they'll release a booklet that's kind of like the be-all, end-all of that story, and we can finally find out 100-some years later the connection between Necron and Kuja. Also, speaking on 8, what do you guys think about Ultimecia and 8? Because a lot of people barely talk about that one. Lightning erupts from the fiend's ball, so you have come this far, but no further. Tiamat will now put your fate at an end. I like that. Let's see how lucky we are here. Focus. Alright, wall hits everybody. That's good. Usually it's a one-person thing. Let's flare it up. I love 8's story about time compression and how it works, and I do like Ultimecia's sort of motives, but I don't like how it was kind of executed. Like, that's where I kind of don't like 8, where it kind of ventures off into, like, bullshit land. If 8 would have kind of stuck to its guns on time compression and how the sorceresses really work and their effects, it would have been interesting. Like, maybe instead of using Laguna, make Squall and his... No, it's a great game. I do agree with you there. It's just... It's kind of like, it suffers from its own genius, if you know what I mean. It stumbles over its own feet in certain areas. But then again, it's a Final Fantasy game. Name one that doesn't do that. To a certain degree, at least. Arbitrary, yeah, that's a good way to put it. But that's why I think he kind of fills in that area, is he kind of just... I wouldn't say one last too raw, but just that. If you want my honest opinion, and I know it's going to probably piss even more people off, if you want, after killing Kuja, I would have loved to have seen Garland be the last fight. Of somehow he getting resurrected and coming back. Kind of like in the Far playing in 10, where you can see the see fireflies become your loved ones. I would have loved to have seen Garland come back like that, because I honestly expected it to be. Yeah, it would. Like, that would have been fucking awesome, as kind of the caretaker of the worlds. Especially in Memoria and how it sets up how the place merged with Gaia and Terra. Yeah, let's do this. Holy Flare. You guys know the song and dance. Need to start paying attention. No, that pissed me off. Like, if there's any part in 9 that kind of made me angry, it was that section right there. Like, I was very lenient with 9 and a lot of things it did, but Garland was shown up and then just basically crippled and thrown to the side. Like, nothing. Like, he was just there to give you exposition. Remind everybody that even that depression is real, and then cast aside like a fallen memory. And it kind of really pissed me off with that. Like, there was so much potential in Garland, because when I first played 9 back in 2000, I honestly thought I was going to see him again, and it kind of fucked with me on that. Yeah, he did. That's why I thought he was coming back, because he plays so much into Kuja's insecurities and how he's inferior. You're right on that. And it kind of breaks my heart that they didn't play too much into it. But don't worry, we got 80 years for another remake, so cross your fingers if you're still alive. Alright, let me change that orb. Where is it? Here. Filters. Where are you, Wind Orb? There you are. Dark Souls 3 tutorial, it'd be like, press Z to attack, press Y to defend, and B to jump. 3 minutes later, and that's why I kind of didn't mind Dark Souls 3, is I didn't mind the sharp curve of how it was learning. But my biggest problem with Dark Souls bosses wasn't that they were challenging, is it felt like more like I was playing a brutal rhythm game. That's probably why I didn't... It's kind of like when I played Kaizo with my brother. He shoved Quickie World off on me, and it took me about a month to beat. And It felt more like I was just doing a memory game or a rhythm game, like Dance Dance Revolution, but one that likes to screw you in the ass with a spiked dildo. In fact, while I'm here, I might as well get some heals for the other. I need to start focus. I gotta even see if I can do that for the knight, or paladin in my case. But I've always kind of looked at it like this. The reason why I don't think I like Dark Souls, I wasn't connected to the material. Like when I played Mega Man X Hard Type, which is Kaizo, I had a fucking blast. But when I do that with any other game, I just get bored. It feels like I just want to get it done, get it over with, and go through the motions. So I think that's probably one of my biggest holdup, but I do agree with you on there. You go from maybe 2 or 3 skeletons hitting you to looking down the barrel of the, what was it? The Asylum Demon. I hope they didn't make the gameplay in another. You're probably going to have to deal with that. When they said that Final Fantasy XII is going to probably be the last time you see more traditional, what would be a good way to put it? Roles of RPG elements into a traditional turn-based, they weren't messing around. It's been like that ever since, and sad to say, Xanto, unless you get a Gaiden version, it's kind of here to stay. Even with FF7's remake, and it had the action system implemented, it kind of felt off. But I think unless you get like certain games that are cute, it's just, you're just gonna have to stick with it. I don't like it that much either, but I ain't signing any checks, and they ain't gonna listen to me. Come on, no, there we are. Games don't give emotion. FNAF 6 ending and be like womp womp. I've heard a lot about that from one of my friends. He's a big FNAF freak, by the way. To the point where he actually went out and tried to... where was it? He was going out to meet somebody. I can't remember where it was. Let's see if I can buy that white mage spell for the night. They don't really... Yeah, they're not. And I have a feeling it's going to be like that. You might get like a cute Zelda Echoes of Wisdom kind of like S game, but you're never going to truly get anything like that. Why don't I pay attention more often? The conversation's too good, guys, so you're going to see me fuck up. I'm sorry. Alright, so I can. I'm just going to go pick up the cures. That's all I'm going to really need. My blood is FNAF. Oh, when the FNAF movie came out, he made it a personal point, to set me down and watch like an entire Matt Pat worth library of FNAF conspiracy and everything. Oh, up here. Thank you for cutting that route, by the way. Okay, it's this way. Come on, control it. There we are. Okay, I can get that. I think I'm just going to be able to pick up healing spells and no attack spells with him. I also got to ask Xanto, what do you think of the Dissidia series? I already probably know what you're going to say about Dissidia NT, which is a clusterfuck in its own right. I wish they would have stuck that single, but what do you think of the plot of those games kind of reaching back to the old FFs? Or at least in a vague look or attempt to look like them. Where is Crescent Lake? Might pick up heal. Yeah, I need to pick up heal. They're pretty good. I'm not a big fan of fighting games per se, other than Mortal Kombat and probably OG Street Fighter, but I do like the arena, the kind of feel they gave. Can I get any of this? I like her rhyming in that. Like she does play very well. But if you don't know, without giving away too much of the plot, they kind of reach back to Final Fantasy 1 and 2, but that's kind of a given. I'm not going to spoil too much, but I do sort of like what they did. Is it worth it? We'll try, fuck it. Let's go get the sword and let's go get over to Garland. In fact, it was a fighting game, kind of makes me meh. It's actually handled pretty well. Like, usually I'm not a fan of it. The last game I played fighting was Mortal Kombat 3 back in the day. I have not played it since. Probably Primal Rage, if we're going to truly be honest with ourselves. But other than that, it's actually pretty decent for what it is. Thank you. Thank you, little dwarf. Now, let's find out if I can actually use it. Moonlight. Of course not. Oh, this game's running the gambit on everything, isn't it? Who knew the Marauder was a true hero of it? If you don't want to play it, just watch probably a video on the plot at least, because it is kind of interesting with what they do with it. I'm an old man with old man reflexes. That's where it's kind of giving, because you don't have to be too sharp on the controls. Like, that's honestly what made me kind of pick it up, other than the FF1 connection. Is it actually gives you kind of enough spare time so you're not freaking out and, like, frantically mashing. There we go. Didn't want to do that. I'll put it to you this way. I do like when they bring all the FF characters better than I did the Kingdom Hearts one. Hey, what's your opinion? What is your worst Final Fantasy game? 6 and 15. 6 because I think it's a little bit too watered down in plot. And 15, for what I've seen, it's too much of a Frankenstein's monster of other Final Fantasy. I was playing it with my brother, and he came across the part where you got to repair your boat to cross, I think, either an ocean or a river. But you do in about 2 other Final Fantasies. 3, and I think 4, maybe 6 or 5. Not 6, no. And I was expecting something. I wasn't expecting fantastic or anything out of like a more fantasy-based one. But I did have my hopes up. And it's a fucking rich person's motorboat. It would have been no different if he drove a fucking yacht. The 4 crystals now cover the black crystal. The current of time and space is twisting. To take a step forward, it has traveled 2,000 years into the past. And with that being said, I'll be right back, everybody, because for this, I'm going to get me a little bit more water. Hang tight. Sorry about that, I'm back. I like the idea of FF characters on a single game as long as it's not something taken... It's kind of held tongue-in-cheek how they interact with one another. Their past is not brought up, so they're not constantly flexing on one another or any of that kind of shit. And it actually kind of plays really nice into it because they still have... They're still themselves, but kind of put into a new area, and I'm really big on that. I think it's down here. But... ah, fuck. Fun little fact, you can't kind of run from dragons. So I'm going to try to focus them down here. And also, I don't have the healing helm or the healing staff, so I'm going to have a real interesting time here. FF15 gets interesting when you... I've heard that about 15, to where it kind of gets caught up. It's kind of like with Final Fantasy VIII. It kind of trips up on its own feet. It suffers from its own genius. It's trying to tell you too much of the plot too fast, where it kind of feels like they're telling you a plot, but they're telling it from a backwards position. Do you like 14? I've never played 14. I don't play MMOs at all. Well, I take that back. I played Ultima Online and a few MUDs back in the day. I Neverwinter Nights and 1 and 2, but other than that, 1, 2, I never played any of them. Oh, right off the bat, and I'm already getting it broken off in my ass. I cannot wait to reach the bottom levels. But one of these, my brother's girlfriend wants me to play an MMO, and she ironically wants it to be 14. Technically speaking, yes, he is. He turns into chaos. So basically corrupted Garland. It doesn't seem... Why are you hitting him so fucking hard? Holy shit. And why aren't you killing anybody? There we go. Some of the damage in this Romhack is wonky. I've noticed that myself, but... Only 16, better than 0. That fucking paladin's fucking useful as tits on a boar. Speaking of chaos, have you played Strange? Yeah, I have. I played it and the DLC, and I fucking love it. I really do. I'm not a real big fan of the fucking Doomslayer cosplaying as Jack, or I should say Kratos from God of War, the Greek trilogy, but... Oh yeah, I forgot to go grind. I haven't beaten... I don't think I'm going to beat Chaos this level, but fuck, I'm going to give the old college try. Usually I don't face him until I'm at 50. Me too. I honestly thought it was going to be pretty fucking boring. I really did. Like, I thought it'd be like your typical Dark Souls fucking wish-wash of just... more about gameplay than plot. But I kind of do like, I wouldn't say the twist, but really how it kind of handles itself. Let's see if I can run from these, because usually you can't run from worms. I've been lucky on this Romhack with a few enemies, but so far... And this ain't going to be one of them. Focus them down. Yeah, no. I did too, man. Xanto, me and you are on the same wavelength there, brother. I thought the same kind of shit. I honestly did. And... the ending kind of lived up to it, too. I wish it would have got more DLCs, but I think they're probably done making DLCs. Like, remember, or whatever the fuck they're called these days. I'm kind of used to still calling them expansions, but... I would have liked to have seen a whole lot more brought in, and I'm glad they didn't water it down with, like, fucking costumes and other dumb shit. Alright, here we go. I think it's... yeah, it's down. Alright, good, I can run from you. You guys hit harder than I like to remember. Here it is. One, two. Oh, they went with the OG Beholder. By the way, this Beholder is taken out of the English version because of copyrights due to D&D, but this is the original Beholder in the Japanese version. And the American one I kind of like better, because I just like the aesthetics. But this one right here, if you're doing a low-level run, can give you all sorts of problems. Hey, you're a Skibbity dop. No, I'm good, man. I don't like Skibbity. Oh yeah, no, that's what the original Beholder looks like. Let's see what Rockbiter does. Why did I do that? I need to pull my head out of my ass. 41.79. We're grabbing that. I'll sacrifice a hit for power any day. Oh, you're alright. Maximilian, what the hell are you? Well, you're definitely not... You know, I'm gonna go with Angel, just to save from instant death. Because I can't see that doing too much. Alright, let's see what Maximilian is. Hopefully that's really good armor that I can use. I have no idea what the fuck that even is. Well, let's see. 44, 62, 89. Good year. Good year. It'd be a better year if I go to the right one. Yeah, we're keeping that. That's a lot of menuing. And I don't need the loot to break that stone. Trying to remember here. I think it's over and up. Ah, the Chimera. You really gotta watch these guys, as they can really screw you over with their poison, or in this case, flame. But usually it's a poison breath. And hitting 88 on my black mage, I ain't gonna be liking that much too long. Flame me again. And we're out of here. Nope. You know, better than what I expected. I honestly figured when I stepped in here I'd be getting rock golems or whatever the hell's going to replace them. Because usually you don't face stone golems until up to here. So I can't wait to see what they are replaced with. Fuck. Let's see if that rock biter really lives up to its name. Put shell on. Fire 3, fuck it. Not like I'm going to be using that for the other. Well, I ain't much to write home about, but better than sitting on your ass. I'll try that rod again. I do like how resist elements instead of A fire and A ice and all that stuff. That drove me nuts about the original game's spell books, is how bland they were. Just hoping to kind of kill him off before he did. Come on, let's see what that rock biter can do. And please don't kill my black mage. Wonder why it's now hitting 30. Like I said, this game has such weird, kind of wonky numbers. 27 is what that rock... God, that's a waste of fucking space. I'll send you down there to hit him. Maybe your axe will cause and fucking hurt his emotions or some shit. It's a sure is fucking not hurting his feelings. Or not his body. 100 Well, it ain't Final Fantasy without a bit of a wonkiness. What's my favorite meme? I kind of really don't have one. I'm not much of that kind of person. I really don't go... You can go check my social media account. I'm on Blue Sky, and I'm on... no, not Blue Sky. What's it called? I'm on X and YouTube, and mostly I just post D&D art, old school D&D art, and like horror movies. I occasionally post stuff I'm doing, but I just tend to stay off that platform anymore. But I really kind of don't have one. What's your favorite? Hopefully... Wait, in English, do you say memes? Yeah, you could say memes. Either way, I get what you're saying. You're fine. Use my precious 2 cures. I haven't done this kind of low level in a long time. Alright, let's get over there. But really don't really have... I kind of really don't have one. Ah, shit. I probably should have cast Shell now that I look back in hindsight. There we go. Holy fuck, man. Where's that axe when I need it? There we go. Not enough to put him down, but I ain't gonna fight it. So if I can get away from these guys, the fire ones ain't gonna be big. I wonder if the Mesa Moon is guarded. The way this Romhack plays out, I can kind of see it. Probably might be where Death, or not Death, but Warmech is. Oh, hey Nat, how are you doing? I'll count that as 2. How's your day going? I know. Trust me, Nat, if I'm not sucking, then I'm just not doing a good job. How are you doing? How are you and Hunter? I'm gonna sit back and relax on this note. What system do you use to PNG tube? Let me find it here for you. This will help you. Let me see if I can find you a link real fast. Let me kick these guys' ass first. I'll be right back. Let's try this, and I'm kind of curious. Hopefully it heals. Here you go. There's a link for you. This is the one I used. I paid $5 for it, but you can get it for free. Oh, that's good to hear about the old guy. Hunter is getting up there in age, isn't he? Are you still feeding him cheese and abusing him emotionally, Nat? I'm joking, of course. Let me get that back popped up so I can see chat. There we are. Hopefully that helps you one too. Use it OBS. I recommend OBS. Trust me on that. Fuck Steam Elements and all that. That's not that good. There we are. There we go. See if that gives out anything while I'm at it. See if you do anything. If I don't fucking die first, I was hoping to skeet by. Nope. Looks like a dud. Beautiful. More of that, please. I don't... There's... God, decision. Let's go with healed, see what we're working with here. I'll save the potions as you do more outside battle than in. All this time and I still have a leather hat. Thank God he hit the white mage. And I'm not even to the fire part yet, or I'm about to... or earth. And here we go. Now we're in the earth section. You could just smell it in the air. Nothing really greets you with the earth section more than the potential risk of getting petrified and the entire party total death kill. Total party kill, said that backwards. Nice reskinning of the zombie minotaurs, by the way. I really do like that. Also, my compliments on giving the scorpions the chaos colors. And we can run. Ick. See if I can get away from those guys. Welcome back, Xanto. How are you doing? You didn't miss much, only almost died 2 times. And my fighter's somewhat starting to act like a fight. Or a paladin, sorry. Starting to actually start like one. I'm starting to smell a final boss smell. You're getting ready to. Okay, just normal Lynch. Let's see if I can just kind of pressure him. I think OG Lynch has 1,000, and I think this one has 3,000. It's been a while since I've looked at his stats. Might have changed for the Romhack. You're not too far off. I'm in the final gauntlet. And much like in true Final Fantasy tradition, the monsters around the boss usually kick your ass more than the boss itself. If you don't believe me, go play 12. That epitomizes it. Well, I didn't see that coming, but, you know, fuck you all the same. Definitely fuck you all the same. I expected maybe Fire 3. Not a goddamn solar flare in my ass. Oh, you cheap bastard. Well played, though. I don't think I can use Rise on him, can I? Well, kiss my ass and call me Charlie. It actually works. No, I didn't, but man, I'm regretting it now. Oh, God, that's painful. I can't wait to see what the rest of them cast. Alright, we're in the fire section.
Do you kill many things?
Oh,
I
shit.
like watching things die.
Now see, that's a strange question to ask somebody.
Murder time.
For those who don't know what a murder time is, and usually only Nat or illegitimate son of God can use it, I'm getting ready to read off true crime. If anybody who doesn't like that sort of thing, you feel free to leave for the time being, but... Yeah, it has, but it better be something good this time. The last one you gave me left the bitter taste in my mouth. But I'm about to read true crime, if you guys want to stick around for that. I don't know if that's your cup of tea or not. So I will be taking a small break from Final Fantasy. And... I'm going to probably check out the 2 chests in here to see if they're worth picking up, even though I probably should mainline it. I might actually have something helpful in here. So who do you got this time? I have no idea what to pick, but I got Mary Bell for now. Next. Oh, Nat, come on. I've done Mary Bell a few times. You got some new Kate? Did she kill somebody else in a time machine? Like, tell me about Mary Bell when she's, like, murdered another child, or another kid or something. There we go. Thank you. I've done Mary Bell twice. Just gold. Alright, that kind of scared me there. Alright, oh. I mean, that'd be useful if I didn't pick it up in the other place, so I guess. I was honestly expecting maybe Thor's hammer or something like that. Let's get out of here and go to the other one. I know there's a chest on the other side, but I want to get Carrie out of the way. Damn it. Okay, it's just 7. I'm so used to putting... Sorry, everybody. I keep hitting triangle because I keep thinking that's the one. That reminds me, I never got... Yeah, I never got the Aegis shield or any other shield replacement. I was sitting there thinking, why would instant death kill me when I should have Aegis? And that's why. Forgot all about that. Here we go. Alright. I'll save... I'll use one for each. That way I can at least get one hit on Chaos. Where is it? Here, Shell. Actually, what's Wall looking like? Oh, I don't know if Temper works, though. I think she fixed it in this, or I was told, so it might actually be worth hanging on to. We'll find out. Nice, 3. Alright, let me finish this up, and you got it. There we go. That's numbers I like to see. Nice custom spell, by the way. For both of them. Alright, let's lay into her. I'll just... Nah, I'll just hit her. I'm gonna save all that. Let me get that set up. Yeah, I've never heard of this one, Nat. We're in a treat for today. Where is it here? My playlist. See, I'll bolt 3 because I do know Kraken, he's weak against ice. There we go, terminated. Alright, give me 1 second, everybody. I'll be right back. Ooh, what do we got here? I think it is. I've never read it, so we're about to step off into a new one. Usually Nat sticks around a certain kind of globe of true crimes, but it looks like she's branching out her evil. Ooh, where is it here? Where the hell are you? Let me see what kind of music this would go with here. Actually, let me, while I'm doing it, get this set up too. There we go. Wonder what the hell that was about. Music. Oh, wait, hold on. There, way it gives a little bit more. Since we were talking on it, let's play... Where are you? Because I know I have you somewhere here. God, I'm bad at finding things. Sorry, everybody. And brace for commercial. This is, for that. Well, you know it because it was all over the news back in Brazil. I have no idea. Give me a second, everybody. Before I start this, I gotta do a quick call. Sorry about that, everybody. I had to do a quick read on a text message. Apparently she's a church pastor now. Why does that not shock me? That's kind of right... Oh, in prison. So she found jailhouse religion. Ain't that where they all find Jesus? Apparently he's not hanging out when they make bad decisions. He's just hanging out in a place where they go after. Kind of a fitting irony. I don't know if she's the one of the boyfriend with the Canadian case about a 13-year-old girl who killed the longer... Huh. That I remember reading. I just don't remember much on the 300-year-old werewolf. Didn't that guy look like a fucking loser? He looks like Cobra JSF, but like worse. Alright, here we go. And now you guys are gonna have to forgive me, because me reading out loud is akin to hearing just a bunch of shit falling right out of my mouth. Susan von Richthofen. Just call her Suze, or Susan. Will you ever get... Oh yeah, I will. After I get done reading this, we're probably not going to read it all, and it looks like a short thing, judging by the size of the bar. But yeah, I will be returning to Final Fantasy 1 too. You bet your sweet ass on that one. Yeah, I do. Alrighty, let's dig into it. Classification: murder. Characteristics: parasite, to inherit. Number of victims: 2. Date of murders: October 31st, 2002. Date of arrest: November 9th, 2002. Almost made it to Turkey Day, but they had to do it on Halloween. Date of birth: November 3rd. Ooh, that must sting, getting almost clipped on your birthday. Victim's profile: Manfred von Richthofen and his wife, Marisa von Richthofen, her parents. Method of murder: hit them with an iron stick and strangling them with the towels. Man, can't you just shoot people? São Paulo, Brazil. Sentence to 40 years in prison on July 22nd, 2006. My partner is playing Romancing Saga and listening to the stream as soon as he heard you mention his name. He's like a... Sorry. I didn't mean to distract him and tell him Romancing Saga 3 looks pretty fucking good. Carry on. Susan Louise, and I'm probably gonna... I'm bad at names, so please forgive me. Suzanne Louise Freiland von Richthofen, born November 3rd, 1983, is a Brazilian who murdered her own parents on October 31st, 2002 with the help of her boyfriend and his brother. Talk about teamwork and getting your bros back. She was put on trial in São Paulo, Brazil, July 2006, and was sentenced to 40 years of imprisonment. I have a question. Why are you reading this? I do true crimes on this. That's why it's in the tags with true crimes. But me and Nat, I let her find a case, and we're true crime buffs, but I let her find a case and I read it out loud, and me and her banter back. That if nobody likes this kind of thing, I understand. It's not your cup of tea, and I respect it. But I still have to kind of honor the points. You know, I got to pay the devil his due. But that's kind of why we do it. Where was I? 40 years of imprisonment. Background and early life. Born in São Paulo, Brazil, Suzanne is a daughter of a German engineer, Manfred Albert Fryer von Richthofen, which honestly, that sounds like the most badass vampire name ever. That's a missed opportunity right there. And his wife, Marisa von Richthofen. Nerissa, I hope I pronounce her name right. Abdella, a Brazilian and Lebanese descent. Her father was working as a director of a state company in the highway development of São Paulo, Brazil. Her mother was a psychiatrist. So she comes from money. Or at least she would if it was up here. Oh, thank you. This is... I'll just send you a link. Not flapping my gums here. No, that is a badass German name. Like, that's something I expect to be fighting in Castlevania as, like, one of the other side bosses. That's a really good name. Richthofen, who planned psychiatry. Where are we here? Described. Nope. Here we are. Susan has a younger brother, Andreas Verein von Richthofen. I'm going to say that name a lot, aren't I? Born in 1987, her father claimed to be the grandnephew of Manfred von Richthofen, a German war pilot of World War I. I'm glad he didn't say World War II, but doesn't kind of help. But this is still disputed as German von Richthofen family denies any link to them. After graduating a German high school, Suzanne studied law in Pontifia. I'm sorry for mispronouncing this to anybody who speaks native Portuguese. I am truly sorry. Pontifia Universidade Católica. Sorry, once again. But yeah, that would make a badass fucking Wolfenstein, man, especially in the new series. Like, I could see him easily, like, dissecting people in, like, a dreary, dark castle. She was described as happy, but a little shy. Suzanne is known to have a very good relationship with her parents and her brother. In the summer of 1999, she started practicing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And that's where she got to know Daniel... Oh, man. Caravinos, or Vinhos. I forgot how the J is in Portuguese. Ooh. Yeah, she ended up screwing up a good holiday, but then again, what time better to kill somebody than make it look like a decoration? People are naive enough to believe it. I hope I forgot that. Cravinhos del Paula e Silvia, who became her boyfriend and accomplice of the murder. What are friends for? Oh, thanks. I just try to get it right. My brother was French, and it used to kind of drive him up the wall if I mispronounced certain things. So, it kind of puts me on edge. Because I know to a certain degree, it can be seen as disrespect. Not getting the word wrong, but it can be used as different temperament. Kind of like raising your tone. Saying something soft can mean good, and saying something with a harder or the louder voice can mean pure disrespect. So I'm kind of nuts on that, but thanks, Xanthos. Correct me if I'm ever wrong, man. As I'm probably, when it comes to foreign languages, I can't even barely get my own English right. Here we are. Murder, accomplice of the murder. In the last hours of October 31st, 2002, Susan von Richthofen often planned the murders of her parents for months, checked if they were already asleep, and disconnected the alarm system of the estate, opened the doors to her 21-year-old boyfriend, Daniel, and his brother, a 26-year-old Christian, who waited outside. The brothers, I'm just gonna call them the brothers, went upstairs to the parents' bedrooms and hit them with iron sticks before strangling them with towels. Susan was waiting in the living room downstairs. After the murders and it was accomplished, the three youngsters simulated a break-in and pocketing the money they found, spreading papers in the library and creating a mess in the house. Fun thing is, I've had my house broken into a few times, and they don't leave a mess. They actually go through everything, pick out what they want, and leave. They're not ripping open drawers and scattering papers. People watch too many movies. And then they left. Susan and Daniel went to a motel. Christian went to a fast food restaurant. I'm betting it's McDonald's. Bye. I'm going to play Dark Souls 3. That's not what I expected. Bye. Oh, you're all right. You take care, 1-2, and hopefully you have a good run. Why is there always a case where the BF makes the girlfriend? I don't know. That seems to be a big thing. You rarely see the girlfriend murder anybody. I've often noticed that. Like, usually you don't see the boyfriend letting the girlfriend in to, like, stab people or some shit. It's usually the boyfriend doing it. But good point, Nat. Where were we? Fast food. Nope. Nope. God, I gotta start marking these. Here we are, fast food. Earlier that morning, Suzanne and Daniel picked up the little brother Andreas, then age 15, at an internet cafe and went home, where they discovered the crime, in quotations. Called the police once and told them their story. The investigating officers, however, doubted the burglary crime and thought someone familiar to the victims. They almost always do, and almost always are right. Soon began to question the children and the employees of the Richtofen family, where the made suspicious was one of the only crime scenes. With the alarm system switched off and the paper spread very regularly, as if by design, but there is no extraordinary there was also an extraordinary coolness of Suzanne, who had also been seen in the house's swimming pool with Daniel the day of the murder. Why is it always the rich kids, man? Fuck me. Don't you got something else to do with your time since you have the money? Go learn something. Who also celebrated her 19th birthday and her friends just hours before her parents' burial. McDonald's, my favorite fast food. You'd be surprised, Santo, how many times me and Nat read these stories, and it's almost always Mickey D's or fucking Burger King. These people that, like, you never see them copping a slice of pizza or going to hang out like anywhere else. I'd give anything to, like, find out the killers murdered somebody and went, like, to the Bamboo Garden, or at least fucking spice it up and go to, like, Taco Bell. Yeah, no shit, I agree with you right there, Xanto. I really do. Once you have all the money, you got nothing else to do. Not because they use their money as a shield. Like, I worked for rich people, and their money is not used to anything good. It's used as a shield so they don't have to do anything. And when you don't have that kind of evolution of a person or a drive, you get them. It's very much seen as a tool to use just to put up walls. And I sort of somewhat do understand it, but I sort of don't, because they also don't use it to learn. Like, if I had any kind of inheritance of wealth, I'd be trying to learn another language. I'd be buying, like what I'm saving my money for now, buying property, learning to farm. Not that fucking weird, go off and create a fucking compound like Ruby Ridge, but like shit like that. But these people don't do it. They inherit money just so it can make them more money. The end goal is to accumulate as much as possible. And I never understood that thought process, because you don't see fucking hearses being followed by U-Hauls. And you can't take the shit with you, and it never gets circled back out to the people who need it. Just more mindless suffering on the masses. And apparently, apparently someone who didn't get enough already wanted more and killed her father for it. I'm not a religious person by any stretch of the imagination, Nat, but people often forget it's the love of money. Not money itself, but greed. That's the root of all evil. Alright. There we go. The investigators focused their attention on Susanna and her boyfriend and began shadowing them. Wonder how good that was. But you've already had property and everything you wanted. What's next? Well, then you got to search inwards. Like, you got to find peace within yourself. If you're not happy with an estate and all that, then no matter what the fuck you buy, you're never going to be happy. On my father's side, while he was still kicking around and alive, he was a rich man, and so were some of my brothers. And seeing how they handled wealth, they were the most vacant, empty, fucking soulless people I've ever met in their life. Always seeking a thrill, always seeking to feel alive, if you want to put it, but at the same time not wanting to risk it, always afraid. It's kind of like the big game hunter who's a dentist back in Illinois. He'll go shoot 5 fucking tigers, only after somebody shot them and put them down. There's no risk. There's no capable of learning. It's woe is me. They're very much mannequins. They put on the skin of an actual person and parade around with them. You gotta have peace within yourself. And I don't mean that like religious shit or spiritual. I mean like you kind of gotta accept yourself and find solace in the fact. Because a lot of them don't. They go out and buy Vipers like one of my brother did. One of my brothers, Nat, had a collection of rare fucking vehicles. And all he could do is keep buying more. He was never satisfied with whatever he had. And a lot of them were like that. One was with gold coins or really coins at all. He could not stop buying. He only saw the material wealth. And he also saw his relationships with other people as what can you do for me, not what I can bring to others, or how I can improve others' lives. I'm not saying open up a charity case and start giving out to the Goodwill, but if you buy 5 cars and you're not happy with your 6th car, then you can buy 20 cars after that. And the same goes with buying Roman Legionnaire tokens. You got to be satisfied with what you do and who you are. And that's one thing I found out. And that's the one thing that I often think scared them. Is they looked inside, didn't like what they saw. But that's their own fault. We are who we are. We are who we choose to make ourselves. I can't wait for my PC on Monday. I can't either. Hopefully it's a good one. If I had money, I'd create walls around me too. Probably made a delicious steak. Then invite me over, Xantos, because I love me some steak. And especially if it's seasoned and made right. So, man, you got a friend in me if that ever comes. I don't like putting up walls because I've seen where that often leads. But I don't want to necessarily be around a lot of people. Especially here in America where I'm starting to realize a lot of people are fucking dumb. Or a lion's share of the people I'm coming across they lack critical faculties. But it doesn't mean you should just forsake them and give up on them either. If someone's stupid, teach them. If they're hungry, feed them. If they're cold or they're hot, cool them down and put some clothes on their back. 19th birthday. The investigators focused their attention on Susanna and her boyfriend and began shadowing them. The clues of their arrest came with Christian, who bought a motorcycle a few days later and paid in cash and $100 bills. Ah, common mistake. I want to make iced rolls. I forgot what they're called. Iced rolls. I don't know either. Like smoothies? That actually sounds good. What is $100 bills? A few days later, on November 9th, 2002, he was arrested, as well as his brother and Suzanne. Soon confessed to the murders. It didn't take long to crack between about 10 days, or not less than that. Suzanne was arrested. Suzanne was released in. God damn it! Sorry, this is one of my problems. Suzanne was released from prison in May of 2005 when the Supreme Court of Justice granted her a habeas corpus, and then awaited her trial in house arrest. I meant they're called ice sweet rolls. Excuse me. I don't know if they're you've seen Brave, but it's a meal. No, I haven't. I'm afraid. Do you mean like cinnamon rolls? I've tried them and either it comes out too hard or too soft. Protein brownies. I made some of those and my brother never lets me live them down. Alrighty. Where was I? Habeas corpus trial. Alright. Motives. Suzanne's parents, who first allowed her relationship with Daniel, changed their opinion when they discovered that he had used marijuana almost daily. Oh no, not the devil's lettuce. Whatever will we do? Also, his lower class background is unwillingness to work. Maybe I'd be more concerned about the unwillingness to work than him being fucking a lower class. Or to attend school causes their disagreement. Yeah, that might be another more important. So 1, 2, not the third. In July of 2002, his parents were on vacation, so Daniel moved in with the children for a few months. Much to Suzanne's delight, when her parents came back home, Suzanne suggested they buy her a flat in which she could live with Daniel, but her father refused, saying that she could do whatever she liked, to only if she earned money herself. Yeah, man, you gotta die. What do we got here? Give me a second here, Nat. Oh, those actually look pretty damn good. They look like cute little donuts and little houses. I'd eat a few. I never heard of them called that, though, but I see where the ice part come in as an icing. Right here. Earn money herself. She continued meeting Daniel secretly. Suzanne claimed that she did all for love, for fear that Daniel would leave her if her parents were not killed. I smell bullshit. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Xanto. You got to cut through the bullshit somehow, and you did it right on the nose. Oh, where did I leave off here? Where is it? Refused, money yourself, fear. Here we are. If the parents were not killed, her lawyer. All right, man. Here we go. Give this the old college try. Dinavaldo, Barney or Barney. Hope I pronounced that somewhat right. Said that Suzanne had no motive at all, but was forced to crime by Daniel, who she adored like a god. Another part of the motive had been the parents' wealth, estimated to be around $17 million, which Suzanne would inherit in case of her parents' death. The prosecutor, Roberto Taradelli, hopefully I pronounced that right too, put it, Suzanne wanted to get her hands on the money and assets of her parents had worked up so hard to obtain. She wanted her freedom and independence without having to work for it. On trial, Daniel claimed that Suzanne was physically violated by her father. Yeah, that's a good way to put it, Nat. Bonnie and Clyde syndrome. More or less, if you want to. Where were we? Violated by her father, which she and her brother Andreas von Richthofen denied. It was also claimed that that they Richthofen parents were alcoholics, but in the autopsy, no alcohol was detected. Trial. On June 5th, 2006, Suzanne, they just call her Suzanne, along with Daniel, or the brothers, was put on trial in São Paulo for, oh man, homicidio. Ooh. Qualificado. I hope I pronounced that right. The equivalent of first-degree murder in Brazilian law. The trial was delayed and finally started on July 17th on trial. Suzanne blamed Daniel for everything, naturally. While the brothers claimed that they acted upon her desire. Prosecutor Roberto claimed that Suzanne was the mastermind of the crime. Roberto called for 50 years of imprisonment for each of the three defendants. She was described as the personification of an evil blonde. I like that. I have no idea. I tried my best. I really did. People killing out of love. Yeah, I'd agree. Yesterday I watched a film called Wolfwalkers. I've had a friend who's been on to me to watch those, so I might be doing that later today or this week. But just so you know, guys, she's an evil blonde. You can't trust those fucking lemon heads for nothing. The one time you wish you got a stupid blonde, huh? On July 22nd, 2006, Suzanne was sentenced to 40 years in prison for the crime. Daniel got the same sentence, and his brother was sentenced to 38 years for conspiracy. On April 2007, she is in the custody of a women's prison outside of São Paulo. Brazilian public attention. The case generated significant media attention in Brazil due to the stark contrast between the brutal crime and the personality of the daughter. While the brothers fitted the schemes of an uneducated, unemployed, drug-addicted killer. He smoked marijuana, alright, dude. He wasn't freebasing meth here. Let's slow it down. I know in different countries, weed means different things, but fuck, half my neighbors grew that in their backyard, and the other half cut it down, stole it, or sold it right back to them. Have you seen Claus? Santa Claus? Like, no, not really. Send me a leak just in case. If it's a film, probably not. Drug-addicted killers. This was not true for Suzanne. She was a pretty blonde girl from an upper middle class. If you got $17 fucking million and you're still upper middle class, then what the fuck neighborhood are you living in, man? When I lived in Joplin, Missouri, there was a race car driver there who ran not Formula One but local NASCAR tracks, and I think he was estimated being worth around $3 million. And the city built him a fucking brown mansion overlooking the fucking road coming in. He was worshipped as a god. If he was 17, man, they would have given him the full fucking. They probably would have given him keys to the city and much more. Family from German and Lebanese descent, well behaved. Always doing well at school, speaking 3 foreign languages. Apparently one wasn't Don't Kill My Parents. And doing ballet. The contrast between her affluent upbringing and the cruelty and crime shocked the country. Also, as a discussion emerged in Brazil public about the worth of family values and the effect of education. You can be stupid and you can be smart, and you still should know the difference between murder and not. I'm sorry, I don't think that's an education, that's a moral dilemma. It's what you're willing to trade off and what you're willing to inherit. The question as to whether Susan is an evil mind behind the crimes or just Daniel's tool was also heavily discussed. Many people who initially were emotionally on Suzanne's side changed their opinions when a TV interview of her was shown. Before the interview, there was cameras already on. She was instructed for the interview by her lawyer, he told her to cry out loud during the broadcast to create public sympathy in the outcome. You can't beat good old-fashioned court of public opinion, can you? Good to see that's not just an American disease. In the outcome, however, the interview was a major blast to her credibility in court. Suzanne was very calm, while the brothers were crying most of the time. At one occasion, she even started to laugh. The correspondent tried to explain that Suzanne, though Hannah... Ooh... I've read this. I know the banality of evil, but I can't pronounce that name. Rendent, a theory of the banality of evil. Nat, if you ever see me bring that up, go check it out, by the way. I also recommend You're Fascist. Red Baron's heritage... These are just the news reports, everybody. Red Baron Harris killed parents. That's actually a pretty fucking clever one. Well, Nat, maybe it's different. Probably. Wait, hold on, because animation looks amazing and mixed. Yeah, I do agree, Nat. If you get it right, it's called 2.5D if you're talking about games, but look no further than what me and Zan are playing with Dragon Warrior 3. Well, everybody, that wraps up this murder time. If you want my honest opinion, spoiled rich kid who convinced her boyfriend through the use of sex to off her parents. Nobody really gained and everybody lost. Especially two brothers who were too dumb to see the light, and two parents who were too naive to see what their daughter had kind of become. I don't know that for a fact because I wasn't, camping up in their house, but it is what it is. You can't change the past. You can only try to prevent it in the future. I think I've seen this, Nat. I can't show it, but yeah, I think I've seen this. I know the art style. I might be watching that later. Oh, alrighty. Let's switch back to Final Fantasy and watch another kind of murder take place. My own. Let me put up that glass. Give me 1 second, everybody. Now, why are you not wanting to track? This always happens when I try to do browser. Huh. Now it's not wanting to pick it up. Huh. Let me try that here. This is why I'm kind of iffy on browsers, because every now and then it doesn't want to pick it up. Finally, there we go. Starting to wonder there. Sorry, everybody. It does it every now and then. I think I found a recipe for protein brownies. I used that when I was going really heavy to the gym. I was using chocolate powder. My brother made fun of me because I made him pretty stiff. Alright, let's get to it. Let's go with focus. I'll do shell for right now, and I want to save. Fuck me, I gotta refight this one. I fucked up bad. I wasn't paying attention. I'm gonna pay for my stupidity. Unsweetened chocolate powder? No, it was sweet. It wasn't whey powder. I can't think of the brand it was, but it was just chocolate protein powder I mixed with brownies. I used a keto recipe to avoid sugars and all that, if you're wondering. Coconut oil I used, and that's mainly what I made it from. Stupidity ends my run. Alright, go ahead. I'll be right here. Actually, it's 4:30. Fuck. If I die, or if I get the garland, I'm gonna have to call it there. Because I got a lot to do. I didn't realize time was getting away from me so much. I'm having too much fun. I'll just throw some ice too so he can start picking up the damage here. Oh. Nat, that was a good murder time, by the way, and it really did feel good to read again. God, I'm glad I have shell on. Check Discord, give me 1 second. Oh, come on, Discord. Discord that cord. Taking a while to load. Buttermilk. I've always been really iffy on recipes that call for applesauce or a replacement for mashed bananas, because you can, if you're not careful, it can get real hard or burn real fast. And if not, if it's under bake, it comes out a little bit sloppy. Yeah, I'd give this a try. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the compliment. This is like a stand-up recipe. There we go. Let's not do that again. Oh, this is a fight I'm kind of really dreading. Not fucking Tiamat, but this one. And I'm getting low on those potions. Fuck, I'll just do it to everybody. There we go. Alright, let's see if we can do it. Sometimes you can run and sometimes you can't. Hopefully I'm lucky enough to run this time. Because as you guys see, these guys hit like a Mack fucking truck. So you gotta really be careful. Can't run, can't run, can't run. Come on. Fuck. Looks like we're doing this old school. Sometimes they do cast magic. We'll see how we'll fill it out, because right now it looks like it's more physical. Got shell, but do I have anything other than wall? 0 protect. Nar. I don't remember what Veil does, but I'm gonna save it. Just cast this. Bolt 2. Yeah, holy shit, I hope I can trade blows this evening with him. What will you be eating today? Today, Probably gonna put on some ham and beans. I got a ham left over from Christmas, or not Christmas, got the wrong holiday, from Thanksgiving. Probably gonna get some black beans. Cut it up with a little bit of jalapenos, onions, maybe some bell pepper. I got some bay leaf, a little bit of salt. Let's see what else is kicking around. Make a little bit of a stew. If I had some cornmeal, I'd probably be making some cornbread. What are you be eating today, Nat? I'm kind of curious. That does a lot of healing for that low of a spell, how much I admit. Really? I got some stuff to pick up and clean today, but other than that, it's just going to be cooking and then running off to do other things. Trying to maximize my time off work and probably not doing it too well. Maybe Maruchan? Oh, come on, Nat. Put those damn things down. They ain't good for your health. What's your favorite flavor of Maruchan, by the way? If I had to pick one, it'd probably be kimchi, shrimp, or... yeah, Maruchan instant ramen. You got it right, Xanto. If I had to go with another flavor, probably chili lemon or... like, I don't mind the beef one. Pro tip, add cream cheese to it. Yeah, I know what you're talking about right there, Xanto. I like how people in social media rediscovered cracking an egg into ramen. I like how people discover this shit, is that they don't pay attention to what other people have been doing. That's been plaguing my browser. Where people take the broth left over, scramble an egg, microwave it, and then act like they just figured something out. It's like during the pandemic when everybody figured out that what whipped coffee, or as we called it back in the 90s, frothy coffee was. Like I said, or I guess you're not supposed to be right there, but well played. Focus up. How many more do I got left? God, I kind of don't want to use it on you, but I want to use it on you. Definitely a shell. No, well, I'll do wall. Usually I wouldn't stoop to that level, but let's hit him with some ice. In Brazil, I used to do different kinds of cheese spreads that we have here. My brother did that when he's French, so I don't know if you guys get the same kind of cheese, but man, he would do the same kind of thing. That was the first meal I learned to cook when I was young. I'm in the same boat. First one was probably, or to be honest with you, it was ramen and then probably potted meat. Then Spam or bologna. Alright, let's do this. No. Well, shit. I might save that heal too. I'll do a heal here, and I'll hit him with some more ice. I don't know if that weakness was corrected in this one. Doesn't look like it. Fuck you. You're hitting at 15. Think about that. You're hitting at 19. Shit. If you want to know something, and it kind of gives up on my roots, Xanto, nothing I loved more growing up, and it's kind of comfort food, and I think it's mainly a southern thing, is potted meat with right amount of mayonnaise and one slice of Longhorn or Kobe Jack, maybe pepper jack cheese, pork rinds with hot sauce. I used to go out fishing with that. Oh, I'm gonna get it in the ass. Give me a second here. I might as well just start putting it to use. Because I need him dead more than I need healing. Come on, hit him, hit him. Fuck. Another round of pain. Come on. Do him in. I want to see termination. Okay, just blind, I hope. Come on. There we go. Oh, it is. It's I know it's super unhealthy, but that was like one of my comfort foods back when I used to do a lot of camping, hiking, and stuff. I'm glad I saved these. And I got Tiamat to contend with. Okay, I was gonna say if Kraken's down here, man, fuck me running. I'm gonna go grind up to 50. Come on, book it. Oh, welcome back, Nat. Alright, let's get out of here. Okay, no Kraken there. Why am I calling him Kraken? God, I don't want to use that. Why does it heal so much more in battle? I'll leave it to you guys. You think I should go right to Garland or try to get the Mesa Moon? So what's next for you? Depending on that, if I die, I'm going to call the stream, but we're about to find out. Personally, I say we go get the Mesa Moon, because that fucking axe is not doing jack shit. Alright, we got 2. You going to be the tiebreaker, Xantos, or are you down for the sword, too? Sorry for calling you Xantos. I mean Xanto. You got it. Let's see if I can make it there, and hopefully it's not guarded. And exactly these guys I did not want to see. Don't have to. There's one Romhack my brother played where it's guarded by a fucking Tonberry. Man, is it merciless shit. Exactly who I didn't want to see. Well, I get to heal up this time. And I'm going to be... Yeah, I'm going to go... Oh. Oh, that stings. Yeah, oh yeah, it's, what was that Romhack he was playing? Shit. I think it was Final Fantasy Double Plus or Plus Plus. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but there's a Tonberry guarding the Mesa Moon. And it is harder than, harder... Oh, yeah. I'm probably getting ready to... Okay, I kind of went easy on WordNet there. He's actually harder than Chaos. At least one is out of the fight. I wish he could run from these guys. I'm gonna try to manhandle him here. Oh, you really do miss the healing items and they're not here. Well, now I know how to get rid of them flare and everything else. I wish. I gotta fight you too. 1? Oh, that's actually pretty damn decent. Why is the air one the weakest one? Usually they hit pretty damn hard. I'll take what I can get. Don't worry, that was probably just the first round. Give me a second, Elvira. I'll let you out. There you go, kitty. Elvira's in the room with me. Come on, focus her down. I only hope I get those guys again, I really do. Okay, it's not guarded. And it ain't a fucking sword. Well, shit. This better be the best goddamn bathrobe ever. I'll give it to you because you probably need it more than ever. God damn it. For some reason, it goes to him. If I can get out of here. This is why I don't like too many classes in Final Fantasy 1 ROM hacks, because they just fuck with the spells and they definitely fuck with the equipment. It makes everything spread too thin, especially if they can't spread on the ROM, or Not spread, but expand the ROM. And I don't blame them for that. They have very lofty ideas, but at the end of the day, you could only do so much. Heal and flare. Fuck. See what we got going here. Yeah, no, it doesn't. You're dead on right. It doesn't. It is very much a very unforgiving game. Like, you really don't start seeing really good ROM hacks until they start really expanding on them, where you got to do with what Final Fantasy Renaissance and basically build your own FF game out of the ether. So I don't fault the ROM hacks. Like I say, I don't fault the ROM hack authors. They have very big ideas and what they want to do with this series. At the same time, this game is the most uncooperative piece of shit you'll ever find. That'll save me probably nothing, but it's do or die right now. Oh, you're all right now. I'll be right here. Hopefully I beat it, but if I'm not, still be right here. Fuck. These guys can cast instant death. What do you got working with you here? Do some Bolt 3. I don't know if it'll do any good, but it'll be better than sitting on my hands. And I got somewhat mid to decent damage. It looks like RNG's really not on my side with any of this. I can tank some 38s here. Come on. Or was I 200 when I needed it? That's still really good for a heal. Don't get me wrong. I'm not bitching, but... Well, I am, but I'd rather have it like that. But for what it usually does, that usually only heals up to like 40 if you're lucky. Fucking physical hits are... I'll remember that. Physical hits are actually getting by further than the normal ones. I have a feeling I don't have the best weapons. I really don't. That, or I don't have the class to truly operate them. Alright, here we go. Much use, much use. Any stat boost right now would really help. Nope, where is it? Here it is. And I got rid of all the angel rings except for 2. Oh. Right, let's do this. Oh, welcome back, Nat. Didn't expect to encounter you down here, but let's roll with it. Let's just get the Ice 3 out of the way here. I really do like how that spell looks. 44. Could be more, could be less. 13. Why am I not surprised, you piece of shit? This hopefully will protect from Bane, because I do know poisonous gas can do that. Alrighty. Yeah. Nat, is that becoming a tradition? You play that once per stream? There we go. One. Well, that's fucking beautiful, Nermi. Don't you go changing on me. You're forgiven. See how we do without some healing. No termination, damn it. There it comes. I was wondering when you get thrown into the mix. Oh, I know mend heals. I tried it, but I'm not gonna risk it. Well. I really wish there was something like that. Let's go with Cure 2. No, I'll say, well, most spells usually heal in battle better. I'll save the courage, god damn it. Hopefully I don't die. Yeah, that's about right. Give me 1 second, Nat. Alright. Yeah, there's poison gas. That is so fucking cute. I really do like being Puppy Cat. Come on, do him in. Oh, come on. Holy shit, man. What's your HP pack in here? Are you the final fucking boss? Come on. Oh, 54. Shit. Alright, we're good, kids. So far. What am I looking at here? I got nothing here. Alright. Get, hopefully... Fuck. Alright, let's take care of these guys real fast. Exactly what I didn't want to see, but since it's 2, I'm kind of happy. Yeah, there we go. Now, please don't cast Mr. Earthquake. You piece of shit. Alright. Yeah, come on, get him before he gets me. Please, please let the monk hit. There we go. Oh. Alright, here we go. And your last healing's gonna take place here, and I don't think I got shit to do it. I'll save that for in battle, because I usually heal more up there. What am I doing out here? I'm gonna have a wall. Alright, here we go. Haha, do you remember me? I was once a knight of Cornelia. From 2,000 years into the future, I, Garland, was slain by you, but the 4 great forces sent me back in time to resurrect me. How thoughtful of them. From here, I sent the 4 fiends to the future where they will once again use the 4 great forces to send me back. I love the loop. My future self will have no memory of this. However, I will again return to the past and you will die here, but I will live on for eternity. Alright, here we go. Focus. Wall. Flare. So far so good, he wasted a turn. Somewhat decent damage, that's doing a lot better than what I thought it would be. Alright, that's pretty good, that's pretty good. Not as good as I was hoping. Let's see what Holy Hit brings to the table. Ooh. I'm in deep shit. Let's see what happens here. I'll be right here, Nat. Oh, let's see Temper do here. Or what it does here. I only got one more flare. Alright, that's not bad, but not good either. It's a low critical. My mages are doing more damage. Go with Courage. Heal 2. Bolt 3. Fuck. Alright, that's pretty damn decent, but she's dead now. I wish I'd known that beforehand. Oh, that's nasty. It's a good critical. Hmm. Oh, give me a second, Elvira. Giving up, kitty girls. Alrighty. Why do I keep coming down here? No termination yet. Let's see what a physical does. Fuck. Well, you're gonna stick with magic. No, it's not gonna heal enough. Come on. Not terminated. Come on. Fuck. Welcome back, Nat. That is not good news. I can keep you alive. Oh, thank God. You make poor choices. I'm okay with him being stunned. No termination yet, but that was a good hit. Okay, that was a little bit of a decent hit. I think that's I'm all out of that one. Let's do a bless. I don't know what the fuck that is, but that was not good what I just read. Come on. No, not dead yet, man. You are one tough motherfucker. Here we go. Stay on the low side. Stay on the low side. I'm fine with losing him. Holy shit, I won. Seldia and everybody else who worked on this, you really did give me a run for my fucking money. Congratulations. I both love and hate this Romhack. I love everything you did with the plot. I love everything you did with the battles. I just wish you could have done more with the classes. Thank you. I really do appreciate what you guys did here. Oh, man. Have you guys, Nat, have you figured it out yet? I'll still leave it to you if you want me to do that Final Fantasy VII run through. I know that one will probably take me to the end or beginning of next year. I won't be playing it constantly. Oh, man. Alright, I'll be setting that up. I'll see if I can run it. For everybody who wants to know, about 3 months back, a illegitimate son of God here cashed in some channel points, and she picked a Final Fantasy VII new threat Romhack. I played Path A and beat it. I liked it. I haven't played Path B, so this one I'll be doing Path B. I'll probably be playing some Doom in between streams just to spice things up a little bit so it's not monotonous. I probably said that word wrong right now. I didn't think I was going to make it. I honestly didn't. I was waiting for him to cast Cure 4. I really was. I've had low-level runs feel like I have more going into that fight than what I did with this one. Everybody, I'd like to thank everybody who came out. Xanto, go like, follow, and subscribe to him. Hit up all of his socials. He's currently playing, from last I saw, was Dragon Quest III, the new remake. Go help him out. Illegitimate Son of God, aka Nat, she might be streaming, so give her a like, follow, and sub. And I always want to call him something different, so I'm going to make sure to get it dead on. But 1-2 Coffee and Milk, I almost want to call him Cream. He doesn't stream, but go hit him up as well. He might one day. Oh, if you guys have anybody you guys would like me to send off to, let me know. I'll be trying to find a raid out here. Let's see who's on. Well, I gotta say, that was pretty goddamn intense. Looks like those guys are playing randomizers. I don't know if it's a tournament or not, so I won't raid. Ooh, holy shit, that was something else. Ooh, hoo. See what we got going on here. Hmm. Hmm. I think I found somebody. Let me put this on. I gotta say, that was a hell of a fucking playthrough. End to end it was. Yeah, what's a good one here? Hmm. Watch your eyes, guys. This one's bright. For music, let's go with Survivors. That kind of feels like how I've been doing it. Yeah, you take care, Nat. I'll see you soon. Be trying to do another stream tomorrow. Try this person right here. See if it works out. Oh, it is. I'm the guy leaning against, and you're calling back into your box, only to torment me here very soon. Yeah, I can relate. Hmm. There you go. I'm going to send you guys off to liveA. I hope I pronounced that right. Respect him and his channel rules. You guys take care. I got other things to do, but I'll catch you guys in the flip. Stay warm or stay cool.